So this video is for anybody that has been complaining that you can't find a CDL job, a truck driving job, but one day you aspire to be an owner. One day you aspire to own your own truck. So this video is for you specifically. Anybody else that wants to watch can definitely feel free to watch. But I'm talking to that individual specifically. You've been complaining that you can't find a trucking job. I know there's a lot of you out there, right? But at the same time, you know, you have a desire. You want to be an owner. You want to own your own truck one day. And here's what I want to tell you. You can probably hear it in my voice. I'm not about to criticize you. I'm not about to do that. But I am about to straighten you out a little bit, okay? Here's the thing. If you are complaining that you can't find, and I'm looking at my trailer, by the way, just to let y'all know, I'm working right now. But if you are complaining that you can't find a truck driving job and you're extremely frustrated, right? And you want to be an owner operator, you want to own your own truck one day, I'm gonna let you know right now, there's no way you'll never make it as the owner of a truck if you are complaining that you can't find a job now, okay? You're never gonna make it from what I see right now. And I'm just gonna throw it out there to everybody, you know, just to throw this disclaimer out right now. I'm not an owner yet. I don't own my own truck yet, but I work closely with an owner. I work with my pop. I grew up around trucks. My pop is an owner operator, and plus I'm in the process of getting my own truck right now anyway. So, but from what I see in my 4.5 years of working closely with an owner, with an owner operator, you're never gonna make it with that attitude of being frustrated and complaining and about to hang it up, you know what I mean, as far as getting a truck driving job. If that's what you feel and you think you're gonna make it one day as the owner, you're never gonna make it. And the reason being is because as an owner, as the owner of a truck, from what I can see in my 4.5 years of being out here, as the owner of a truck, that's what they're doing. That's what the owner of the truck is doing. Like, you trying to find a trucking job, owners are trying to find a job for their truck. They trying to do the same thing. In the 4.5 years that I've been out here, the truck that I drive has been on probably 5 different jobs. Now, it's not a horrible thing. It's not like jobs, you know, you're looking for something new every week to put the truck on. But that is one of the things, one of the skill sets that the owner of a truck has to master, how to find work for their truck. And the interesting thing about trucking, which is actually kind of contradictory to things that I've said, to something I've said in the past here, I've spoken about consistency and how important consistency is. But the interesting thing is that I've also noticed from working with an owner for the last 4.5 years is that everything changes in trucking. Finding consistency in trucking is it's not easy. It's definitely not easy. Obviously it can be done, but it's not easy. And the reason it's not easy is because things change in trucking so much, right? As a truck driver, whether you're a company driver or an owner, as a truck driver, we are all subject to the people that are in control of the freight. So there's a bunch of changes that happen in trucking all the time regarding freight that don't have nothing to do with you. Companies change hands, right? New management comes in. Companies go out of business. Companies stop needing product. Sometimes they need more of a certain product. Sometimes they don't need any of a certain product. People get fired. People die. All kind of things, all that stuff happens in trucking and with the trucking businesses and companies. And you, the driver, obviously don't have any control over that, but you are subject to all of that. And so it is an industry that it's not easy to find consistency. It can be done, but you have to, in order to find consistency as an owner, you probably are going to have to master the skill of being able to find work, being able to find consistent, good paying work. There's a lot of work that might not necessarily be the ideal work for what the ideal pay for you. So you got to keep that in mind if you are complaining about not being able to find a trucking job now and you're extremely frustrated with it, then you're never going to make it as the owner of a truck, because that's what you're going to have to do regularly as the owner of a truck, and that is find work for your truck.